Alright, this is my review of Finding Bigfoot for tonight, 6/26/11, June 26th. Location was Washington State. Tonight they examined the Silver Star Mountain photos taken in November 2005. They were in the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest, prime habitat for Sasquatch. Silver Star Mountain is on the border of Skamania and Clark counties. Skamania is where the law is in place against shooting a Sasquatch. Randy, the photographer, was not even aware until a few weeks later when he had. The photographer could not figure out what he got the photos of. The group took a helicopter to the top of the mountain. The group went to the exact location of the sighting, photographing of the subject. The analysis by the team is it is a Sasquatch. Bobo is once again recruited to stand in for the figure in the photos. Moneymaker gets a bit testy with one of the team members telling them to abort calls. But that came later on. The comparison is done and the photographer says it's close but still not quite like his photos. The comparisons show that the original photos show a photo comparison which seems favorable to Squatch. Renee, as usual, is skeptical. The group does an aerial survey of the mountain where they decide to do night ops. Cliff and Renee are on one team. Bubba and Matt on the other. Cliff did a call. They heard a whistle which seems to be of a possible Squatch. Renee thinks it may be a bird. Matt and Bubba hear a howl just as Matt is about to do a howl. Bubba does a howl. They hear another howl, Bubba and Matt. Voices are heard by Matt and Bubba and the others. Voices in the middle of the woods, I should say. A meeting is called for getting witnesses involved. Yakult is the location where they go. One witness saw one near a cemetery. One heard an intense, voluminous vocalization. One witness says he saw one on a ridge that was 8 feet tall. One set of witnesses heard a low rumbling growl and something paralleling them in the woods. 3 sightings are mapped. The cemetery sighting, the low growling noise encounter, and the fisherman sighting. The cemetery sighting is recreated by Bobo. It takes Bobo 3 lunges to get across the road. The thing sighted took only 2. The Squatch had a stride of 8'9". Bobo had a stride of like 5'7". Renee is stumped for an explanation of that one. Matt and Cliff are headed to meet with the bow hunters who were ushered out of the forest by a possible Squatch. Cliff parallels the group in a recreation of what the 2 bow hunters experienced. The final eyewitness investigation is James, who saw one loom over him. Actually, came down the trail and stomped its feet coming down the trail. The team does night ops again. Cliff and Renee get into a lake in a canoe and they experience, well, I will not give it away. A good to great episode this week, other than the use of the word Bigfoots. 8.5 out of 10, a solid A-. In 2 weeks they head to Alaska, 10 Eastern, 9 Central on Animal Planet for their season finale. Check local listings for time and channel.